Alright. When last we left off, we were gonna go through here. I think? No. Just came from here. Alright, and I need to light a fire. I'm gonna let you do that, so... That's totally how you light a fire, guys. Totally. The clamshell kinda unnerves me a little bit. Oh, something. What? How? But hidden dagger, random shape. Sit down. Now, how do I get up there, though? So, I mean, I've looted that. Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of down there. Really? Right, you just, oh, whatever. I don't really care. Oh, almost missed. That would have been a little bad. Oh, hey. Oh, Jesus. Didn't have to be this way. Why does it have to be this way? Be this way. Oh, hey, how do I get up there though? Be this way. Alright, so first, I just want to know. Okay, so I do have to. Oh, sweet. My inventory is full. God dang it. There. Now I can break those down and sell them later.
I know the Argonians are free now. Doesn't mean they can disrespect me.
Well, considering your history... No. That's no reason to be disrespected. But respecting kind. Well, that is what I think. Boy, what? I know. Oh, my inventory is still full. No. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? So,
I am noting your scent.
armorsmith.
Keep those weapons sheathed.
That should have been the right station. Like, I guess it wasn't. Something. Oh, I wish I wasn't so dumb. I don't want to deconstruct weapons. I guess it would be under leather working. Yeah. Alright, so that's done. So now
Well,
I'll do this.
Jode, Mako, Ta.
Oh, absorb magicka. Sweet. All right, I've freed up 3 spaces in my inventory. Oh boy. Oh, I don't have anything to use for that, I guess. What is... My dear Prince, You have destroyed far too many of my alchemical stocks to go unpunished. My own master would never abide such abject incompetence. Can't take instruction, she'd say. Nose in a book, she'd say. Luckily for your prospects, it is far less costly to write this simple manual than replace yet another cask of rare solvent. If you lose this manual, as I know you will, don't despair. I've invested your annual stipend toward printing multiple copies of this book and distributing them far and wide. In time, every alchemy station in Tamriel shall have one. Step 1. Acquire solvents. You already know that every potion requires a solvent to serve as the potion's base. If you ever paid attention to my lessons, you know the best solvent is clean water from a natural source. The purity of the water determines the quality of the potion, so the best sources are natural springs. I must once again emphasize the need for fresh sources of water. Remember that incident with the healing drought? You cannot simply dip a flask into a stagnant pond, an ocean cove, or downstream from a tannery. Definitely, guys, never drink from water from a tannery. It's super disgusting. Like, it's got animal fat and fur and urine and dung. It's so gross. I suppose you could find bottles of clean water about town, but it is best to do the work yourself. Incidentally, your rain barrel solvent will never work. You are to cease your experiments immediately. Step 2. Acquire reagents. Alchemy is the study of combinations. Where solvents are a potion's base, reagents are the active ingredients. Each reagent bears 4 unique traits. I'm disinclined to explain the principles of quadratic amalgamation to you again, but do try to remember the basics. Match like with like. Henceforth, you are to find all reagents in the wild, not in my laboratory. Remember to look for plants and mushrooms only. Under no circumstances should you deviate from this. Squirrel powder was an abomination against the eye. Furthermore, I must remind you to thoroughly clean both mortar and pestle after their use. Step 3. Craft potions. Bring a solvent and 2 reagents to any alchemy station. Different reagents are required. A fact I must stress once again. Combining bug loss with bug loss gets you nothing but foul-tasting water. When you have what you need, put them together and craft your potion. Reagents with positive trait combinations will produce helpful potions, while those with negative trait combinations can cause harm to whoever is foolish enough to imbibe them. If none of your reagent traits match, you lose both solvent and reagents. Experiment with different reagents to see what you can produce. I leave it to you to determine their traits, but will remind you that ingesting a reagent can teach you its basic trait. Just one, don't gorge yourself. While I recall of it, did you expect I wouldn't know you'd finish off the Nern route? I could hear your teeth singing. There's no way to hide a glowing chamber pot. What? It sounds like some pretty intense side effects. Advanced alchemical principles. Only when you master the basics of alchemy should you think to complicate the process. Through careful study, you can learn to suppress negative traits when crafting potions. Craft multiple potions from a simple set of reagents, or even combine additional reagents to produce more powerful potions. But for now, not poisoning yourself is the goal I'd most like you to achieve. Interesting.